we're gonna start. Here's the regular season. I went through so for I went through week by week with my cousin, and we picked every single game. And these are the records that I have for each team after the 26-27 regular season. Yeah, let's just start. AFC, Bill, 12 or AFC East, Bill, Pats, Jets, Dolphins. As you can see, Jets and Dolphins don't really expect much from them this year. Uh, don't really know why we would, honestly. But yeah, Pats. I think the Pats take a little bit of a step back. They had an easy schedule last year. Blah blah blah. Yeah, same old rhetoric from everybody, huh? With that, but honestly, what is Drake May going to be this year? What's that defense going to look like this year? My biggest thing is all the offseason scandal with Vrabel and whatnot. I that should have. I feel like that should have been a little more than what it was, just because this lady that he was banging was a voter. Like, I don't care who you're banging. Like, if you're banging, do whatever you want. It's your life. But like, if this person that you're now having a relationship actually has like votes that help compensate your pocket and other people's pockets and can help or deter other people from getting certain things voted for them, then I mean that's just a conflict of interest in my opinion. So, am I being a little harsh on the Patriots when I picked them this year? Maybe, but I still feel like 8-9 not awful and stuff. And plus, teams coming off of a Super Bowl loss usually aren't the greatest the next season. So I feel like the 8-9 is pretty fair. Bills 12-5. They're not. I don't care. They're not going nowhere. New head coach, whatever. It doesn't matter. Joe Brady was their offense coordinator. Been their offense coordinator. I've been talking about Joe Brady since he was freaking what with Carolina and Matt Rule and stuff. So like Joe Brady's been around. Joe Brady's been a coach for a while. He knows what he's doing. Like I think they're going to be just fine. In the North, Bengals 12-5. Steelers 10-7. Ravens. Ravens 6-11. Yup. Browns 2-15. No shocker, right? Like, but this one, I'll bet you a lot of people really aren't really vibing with. I think many people have the Ravens a lot higher than 6-11, but I don't care. I think that the Ravens are going to struggle. I love Lamar, like I love Lamar, but we'll see, man. Prove it. Like that's where I'm at with this team. You got a new head coach, so you fired who I think is. I don't know if Harbaugh is a Hall of Fame coach, but man, he's a damn good coach. And when he's gonna be perfectly fine with the Giants, I think. So new head coach, first time head coach, it's prove it, show me. And so I don't believe in you until you do something. Steelers 10-7. Why not? Why not? Aaron Rodgers is happier than I've ever seen him. I don't think I've ever heard Aaron Rodgers talk the way he talks and stuff. He just sounds. Granted, he's always been very conspiracy talk and push the boundaries and stuff. But like listening to him talk about his team and his family and everything, like there's just something a little extra with him this year. And he's reunited with Mike McCarthy in the Steel. Like they have a very veteran team. I don't have them starting off the hottest. I have them kind of back and forth almost every game throughout the season. But veteran team figures it out, gets enough to get double digits, so that way they might have a chance to get into the playoffs. Because we're gonna find that there's some teams that are double digit win teams that may not be in the playoffs. So we'll just have to kind of check on that. So on to the South. Oh, Bengals 12-5. I mean, that offense, if they're healthy, I know that defense is not the greatest, but the defense is good enough. You know, remember the Cowboys last year and how good their offense was, and it was like, oh, if their defense was just a little bit better, right? That's the Bengals this year. That's the Bengals. The Bengals offense is going to be just elite, maybe number one offense in the league. And their defense just has to be good. And if their defense is just good enough, 12-5, easy, easy. To the south, Texans 11-6, Jags 11-6, Titans 7-10, and Colts 6-11. Colts are firing everybody. I'm just gonna go that route. They've tried. I mean, I like their head coach GM combination. They seem like football dudes and whatnot, but it just when you draft the wrong quarterback, it sets your franchise back. And I know what that is like. So, I mean, Anthony Richardson, I'm sorry, dude. Like, I had hope for you. I even drafted you in a fantasy league. Now, granted, I do enough leagues, but like, I drafted you in a league, and it's just that's what happens, bro. When you draft the wrong quarterback, just ask the Browns. Titans 7-10. I feel like 7-10 with the Titans with brand new coaching staff and everything. I actually feel like that's a successful season for them. As long as Cam Ward's showing improvement, that defense is showing improvement, they can potentially find guy receiver Cardinal Tate. Is he going to be a dude? They got Ao Manor or something like that, I believe, who was a rookie last year, who had a couple games. I don't know what he'll be like. But 7-10 seems fair, and honestly, it feels like a good start to the new regime there moving forward. So, Jags Texans 11-6. Texans will end up finishing in first, winning the division, but Jags also 11-6. Texans are hindered obviously by their quarterback and C.J. Stroud. I don't necessarily think that things are going to change too much. I just think they're going to be a little more conservative on offense. Maybe be able to run the ball a little bit better with signing David Montgomery. So having Willie Marks with David Montgomery, I feel like that should be not a bad combination. You got a good Willie Marks should be good on first, second downs, and third and longs, and David Montgomery. I mean, David Montgomery is a good every down back, but like if you're going to utilize the strength, David Montgomery is going to be great short down, goal line, all that sort of stuff. So I think their run game can be good. Jags, can they do it again? Can they do it again? That's kind of why I have them at 11-6. I do believe in them and stuff, but they're just not going to do enough to win the division. AFC West, here we go. Oh yay, Vegas, and I even feel like this is high. I feel like this is high for Vegas. I feel like I need to be a little lower. I know they say don't judge your team based on the preseason, but damn it, our defense doesn't look good. But I know it's preseason, so. But I got Vegas at 7-10, KC at 10-7. Feel like that's fair for KC. Chargers at 11-6, Broncos at 12-5. Broncos, yeah, number one seeds last year. Did they overperform a little bit? Maybe. Did they? I mean, they just got Waddle. The defense didn't really get any worse. Like, I mean, I don't really feel like I'm missing anything there. Like, why should the Broncos just all of a sudden, they've won double-digit games both years with Sean Payton and made the playoff. I'm confused at the people who talk about like luck with the Broncos and stuff. I understand they were fortunate, but I mean, you kind of create your own fortune sometimes. So I'm in on the Broncos. I don't think that what they've done is fluky. I'm a Bo Nix guy. God bless Bo Nix, right, Perna? So I believe in Bo Nix. You just go and watch the playoff game for the Broncos last year. The two games that Bo Nix played in the playoff. And if you watch both of those games and you don't think that Bo Nix is a good enough quarterback, then that's your choice. But I think that Bo Nix is good enough. So there's our AFC. Let's move on to the NFC. We're going to start in the East. We got them Cowboys finishing 11-6. The Eagles finishing 11-6. Giants at 8-9, and Washington at 6-11. Washington, I like Washington. Big Jaden Daniels fan. Um, I just his style, the way he plays, can his body take it? Like, so Josh Allen can play the way Josh Allen plays because his body can handle it. Lamar could Lamar can play the way he plays for the most part because it's really hard to touch Lamar. He's so electric. Jaden, I need to see you protect yourself more, Jaden. I need to I need it to happen. The defense makes me nervous again. I don't know what I'm getting from the defense. The offense should be fine. The run game, I don't see anything electric. The pass game, we got Jaden. We got Jaden throwing the ball. Friggin' Terry, Scary Terry. I love Scary Terry. But I just don't know about their weapons. Giants 8-9, Harbaugh, brand new coach. Jackson Dart's going to be back healthy. Malik Neighbors will get back later in the season. So I think that's going to partially hurt them because I don't know how long he's going to be out for. But once he's back in and you have Scattaboo and you got everybody healthy, then things are going to start clicking. Things will start moving. Um, but 8-9, they won't make the playoff. Philly 11-6. Like Jalen Hurts, been to two Super Bowls, been a Super Bowl MVP, was arguably the best player in the other Super Bowl that he lost against the Chiefs. So he outplayed Mahomes in two Super Bowls, and I'm just supposed to what? Not pick them to win double-digit games? Like, come on, it's Philly. So they'll figure out the offensive line. The run game will get going again. That defense is always clicking, and Fangio's still there. I'm pretty sure, so they're going to be okay. By surprise, it's the Cowboys. The Cowboys, I think that defense is going to get a little bit better. And so if that defense is getting a little bit better, then we got a good team. That offense is going to be fine. The offense, Cowboys and Bengals offense going to be up there, both of them. And so they're like the mirrors of each other, AFC, NFC. All right, let's go to the North. Bears 12-5, Packers 11-6, Vikings 9-8, and then another surprise. I got the Lions at 6-11. Didn't expect it, especially picking the Vikings to win 9 games like that. I feel like that's a little. Kyler going 9 games, brand new team. What I did, I think it's gonna happen. What I think. So Lions, I just felt like with the injuries, the off-season problems. I know things have been pretty quiet for the most part, but outside of the offense, who are the Lions? Aiden Hutchinson's there, but what's the rest of the defense look like? Yeah, we got Amon-Ra St. Brown, and yeah, we got the best friggin' running back, or the number one fantasy running back, and whatnot. We got Jared Goff to throw the ball to. Jared Goff. Like, I mean, Detroit loves him. So I'm probably wrong on this one. I will say I'm probably wrong now that I think or looking back at it and whatnot. But I don't know. That's what I did when I did it. Vikings 9-8. I think Kyler is just gonna. I think he's gonna be successful with. See, freaking head coach is just leaving my head, but I think Kyler's gonna be successful. I think Kyler's gonna work out. Not good enough to make the playoff, but enough to keep 9 off the field. I guess I heard he might not even be their backup right now, the way things are going. So, and then we got the Packers. I got the Packers struggling to start the season, but once they get Micah back, yeah, like that defense rocking when they had Micah, and that offense is just fine. LaFleur calling the plays. I'm a big fan of Jordan Love. Jordan Love's got MVP potential. Why not? 2 years ago, he was the hot pick to win the MVP, right? So what happened? It's not like he got bad. I still think he's better today than he was 2 years ago. Like, I don't know. So I'm in on Jordan Love. I'm in on the Packers. Bears 1 seed, 12-5. Best quarterback head coach combo in the league. Come at me. Don't care. This is the best head coach quarterback combo in the league for the next 5 years. Ben Johnson, Caleb Williams, lock it up. Caleb Williams, his talent level, if he is coached right and he has the right commitment to it all, he's got all the tools, man. He's got all the tools. All the tools. So that's my NFC North. Let's finish it off with the NFC South and the NFC West. In the South, Saints at 10-7, Panthers at 8-9, Bucks at 7-10, and Atlanta at 6-11. So my Atlanta pick might be a little too high. I don't like left-handed quarterback. Left-handed quarterbacks usually don't ever work out. I was never even really a big fan of Tebow when he played, but man, was he exciting to watch. And living in Denver, it was really great to get to watch that. But yeah, I don't, man. Michael Penix and friggin' Penix and Tua. Like, is Tua going to be the starter? Like, it just, it's sad because the amount of talent that this Atlanta team has, it's almost better for them if they do have a season where they just completely poop the bed. Like, why not? Because if this team had one of think about it, if this team has one of these young quarterbacks going in the next season, why couldn't they be a surprise team? Why not? Because the amount of talent that's on this Atlanta Falcons team, if they just got a young, like, I don't know, man, Atlanta, yeah, watch out for Atlanta, depending on who they get at quarterback. Or just keep an eye on them. But next season, I'm not seeing a lot of wins. I even feel like 6 is a little too high. So, yeah. Buccaneers. All right, so I made this video back when there were still a lot of tension. Vita Vea wasn't even signed with the Bucks and whatnot. And so I thought about, should I go back and adjust it and change? No, don't care. I love Baker. Love Baker. My oldest, his favorite team is the Bucks, which is funny because last Super Bowl my team was in, they just lost to the Bucks. So funny that my kid would choose the Buccaneers and he wasn't even born or alive or thought of. Yeah, that's great. But I think that the Buccaneers, they're going to be. I think they're going to be fine. Just not. They're just not going to have it this year. Last year at the beginning of the season, Baker was saving them from a lot of games and stuff, and then they kind of fell off and couldn't ever recover. It just wasn't the same the rest of the season. No Mike Evans. I understand you got Emeka Ibuka. You still got players on that offense. I just don't see it. I just don't see it. Panthers 8-9. I wanted to pick more for them, but I just couldn't. They just prove it. Show me. That's where I'm at. And with the Saints, I feel like this guy did show me and did prove it. And Tyler Shough was friggin' great for the Saints last year when he got a chance to play. So sign me up for that head coach who's been to a Super Bowl, won a Super Bowl, who's coached pretty good offenses, top 10 offenses. They got Tyler Shough. He showed that he's pretty good. I will say Jordan Tyson getting hurt, missing what he's probably going to miss first 6 weeks or whatever now. That does suck. But they still got Chris Olave. They still got other guys. They still got targets to throw the ball to. Not like you freaking had homeboy last year anyway. Tyson's a rookie this year anyway. So whatever. It's just like he wasn't there. Not even there. Boom. So once you get him around week 7 or whatever, then you're going to be fine. Like, it's just going to be another weapon to have. So 10-7 from the Saints might be a game too high, but whatever. Give me the Saints. All right. NFC West, here we go. Arguably the best division in football, according to people. Rams 14-3, Seahawks 12-5, Niners 8-9, and the Cardinals at 3-14. I don't really think I need to say much about the Cardinals, other than please stay healthy, Jeremiah Love. The watching him run in the preseason, that was fun, a lot of fun. So can we have that for the regular season, please, Arizona? Niners, just can you guys be healthy? Like, do you know what it's like to be healthy anymore? Christian McCaffrey's older now. He's 30 or 30, I think 30 or 31. Like, So how much longer does he have to carry you guys? Brock Purdy's probably been one of the quarterbacks that I've had the biggest turnaround on. I used to I used to not believe in Brock, but I do. He's great. Um, Speaking of which, we can have a philosophy football talk at a different time about how things are a little different gambling wise. It used to be very simple to just go bet quarterback coach, and that was, oh, okay, that doesn't matter. That's it, game over. And it's not necessarily as simple as that anymore, you know? So, Seattle 12-5, they're the Super Bowl defending champ. They're not going to fall off really at all. Their defense is still going to be good. They're still going to have a good run game. Yeah, they don't have Kenneth Walker, but they got a good offensive line. I know they got new play callers in there and whatnot, but you're a team coming off the Super Bowl. You got a lot of confidence. A lot of the you pretty much have a lot of the same guys back, so there's not too much turnover. Um, I don't see them falling off. And 12-5 too doesn't sound too aggressive either. So Rams at 14-3. I mean, as you can see, they're obviously the team that I have with the most wins. Um, but I feel like deservedly so because if Aaron Donald comes back, you just got Myles Garrett. You have freaking Matthew Stafford throwing the ball to Puka Nakua and Devontae Adams, and they just drafted a tight end out of Ohio State. They already had tight end. They got Kyron Williams. They got Blake Corum at running back. So they got just these guys that just fit every little thing that they do. It just fits what they do. Uh, and they got one of the best head coaches in the league. So yeah, 14-3, lock it up.